How God contradicts Himself. Attributes of God. In Christianity, God has various attributes which are described in the Bible and formulated by theologians. However, many of these attributes contradict each other, and I will explain examples in this video. Omnipresence or transcendence. If God is omnipresent, then this means God is present in the universe. However, if God is transcendent, then this means God exists outside space and time and so cannot be present in the universe. Male or incorporeal. If God is an incorporeal spirit, then this means God has no physical bodily form and so has no body parts and so is without gender. However, God is usually believed to be male, which would require a body. Impassible or emotional. If God cannot change, this means He is impassible and so cannot react in emotion to anything. However, God is usually believed to experience various emotions like love, anger, jealousy, and regret. Omnipotence or omniscience. If God is all-powerful, then that means He is able to perform whatever actions He wants. However, if God knows everything including the future, then this means that He already knows every action He will perform in the future, meaning God is bound to this system of knowledge and so God is not able to do everything and so He is not all-powerful. Creator or timeless. If God created the universe, then this means He must have had time to create. However, if God exists outside of time, then this means He would have no time to perform this creation, including the creation of time in the first place. Just or merciful. If God is perfectly just, this means God will punish everyone according to their sins and never have mercy on anyone. However, if God is infinite in mercy, then God would grant mercy to everyone and never punish anyone. Personal or hidden. If God is personal, then He would wish to be with everyone. However, as God is invisible, then He is hidden and we cannot have a personal relationship with God. Omnipotence or moral. If God is all-powerful, then this means God would be able to do anything He wishes. However, if God is perfectly moral, then He cannot do any evil actions and so He is not all-powerful. Logical or sovereignty. If God is ultimately sovereign, then this means He exists above all laws of logic as He created them. However, if God exists outside of logic, then He could not have attributes such as being sovereign in His essence before creating logic. Infinite or distinct. If God is truly infinite, then He should encompass everything, and yet God is believed to be distinct from us, meaning we are not included in God, so He is finite. Simplicity or several attributes. If God is simple, and exists as truly one being with His characteristics being identical to His essence, then God being one, could only have one attribute which He is identical to. However, God is believed to have several different attributes. Thanks for watching. I will make my next video about God failing the 10 Commandments as soon as I can.